Welcome back to our show, Mulakat, and today we have a very inspiring guest for you to learn from and a wonderful story that he has to tell. Dr. S.Manian is the Vice Chancellor of the Annamalai University in Tamil Nadu. He has an intriguing story to tell us, particularly about his vision for education in India. So, welcome to the show today. It's very nice to have you on board, but also a strong sense of social service. But what you're talking about is really creating the opportunities through yoga and meditation, but also balancing that with a strong sense of community service, but yes, that is connected to their study. And what you talked about earlier was very much research-based education. So what you're talking about is, it's not a vague community involvement. It's deeply connected to what they're learning, and it may be research-based. Could you just explain that a little bit more?
For example, in our university, the agricultural faculty send the students for rural fieldwork in the farming community. They go to different sectors. Some of them are sent to the farmers who cater to livestock. Some of them go to the cultivators. The same way, the medical faculty send the students for rural health service. We have 2 rural health centers and 1 urban center, and the students regularly visit the health centers, serve the community. The same way, the marine faculty send the students to fishermen community, so they help them in the latest technique in fishing. Also, we have a program to rear the ornamental fish. So we are in the process of creating a village to produce ornamental fish, marine ornamental fish, that will also generate revenue for the fishermen folk.
So ornamental fish is fish that can be displayed in a...
single pair of fish fetches about 2,000 rupees.
Okay.
So if the communities are given the skill, necessary skill, that will help them to start small scale units in their homes, and they can sell the fish and that they can make a livelihood. Okay. Particularly the women at home can rear the fish. So like that, for different faculties with their specialization, the students can go and serve the stakeholders.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take ourselves into the future, 3 years' time, and your vision of this balanced education where students have the opportunity to be involved in yoga, meditation, practical service-based, where they are implementing their technical skills, but they're also developing their character side. How would you then evaluate the impact of what you're doing in terms of not just the technical side, but the character side? What would be the indicators for you in 3 years' time that you were doing a good job?
One of the indicators is the activity of the students in the campus. Normally, in a campus like ours, which houses about 30,000 students in 19 hostels, if the students have mental stability, peace of mind, then there won't be any problem in the student community. So I am seeing now, witnessing no strike, no agitation. Okay. And if there is any problem, we have a tutor system, and if there is any problem, they represent the matter to their respective tutors, and they represent it to the wardens, residential wardens, then deputy wardens, then ultimately wardens committee chairman. The problems are solved then and there. So, and we have a yoga center, counseling center, we have national service scheme, we have Red Cross, we have National Cadet Corps, and students are actively spending their time, free time, outside the curriculum. They spend their time in such activities. So their minds are preoccupied with service to the community. And an idle mind is always
devil's playground.
Yeah. So we are continuously engaging students in a useful manner.
What you're saying, the indicators are that there's very open and transparent communication, that issues are being resolved quickly, and before they come into a snowball, have this very much a service ethic, that they're busy in serving others and that there's no time.
Also, we are preparing them for employment. We are conducting special classes to make them employable. Like we are providing them soft skill, we are providing them with communicative skill. So we are offering small programs, certificate programs, diploma programs outside their curriculum.
Okay, to make them more employable. And I think it's important also what you've just said is about their soft skills.
Yes.
And throughout this interview, what I'm getting from you, that the soft skills enables them to have emotional balance, that they've got a strong sense of ethics, a strong sense of savour, that you're wanting to support that. What do you think, as the Anomaly University has a connection with this values-based education diplomas and master's degrees, what do you think the role of meditation and rajyoga meditation will have in developing your students' soft skills?
Most of the students of our university, they hail from rural background. The Annamalai University is located in a agriculturally oriented, mostly economically backward location. And without the university, most of the students from nearly 4 or 5 districts would have taken up agriculture, and many of them would have ended up as laborers. Many of them would not have seen the outside world. And by offering them an opportunity for higher education with the lowest fee, we collect only government rate, affordable rate, and we also provide them scholarships to pursue higher studies. The scholarship amount is received by the university. We meet their boarding and lodging from the scholarship, and we also offer them the communication skill, because they hail from rural background. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Though they get degree, it will be difficult for them to find employment.
So you've been in this campus at the Brahmakumaris for the last day. What's been your feeling of what's being offered here and the general atmosphere that you've witnessed?
Memorandum of understanding with the Brahmakumaris in the last 5 years. And I understand, after my taking over of the Vice Chancellorship at Anomaly University, their service is wonderful, and they have conducted many programs in the campus of Anomaly University. Also, they have taken the value system, value added courses in 13 languages throughout India, and probably this may be the only program carried out in 11 languages.
Yes, it's quite impressive.
Yeah, very impressive.
Very impressive.
And it's part of continuing education. Even those who missed such moral education, value-added education during their childhood, now they have opportunity. Many of them are already in employment, and it's an opportunity for them to have the education as a continuing education in the latter part of their life.
So what would be, in closing, what would be your one message to the youth of today, hopeful for the future of India, hopeful for its growth? What would be your one message to the youth today?
So the youth are the hope of the future India. And if we impart the value-based education, spirituality in the minds of the youth, not only they become good citizens, better citizens and serve the India, but also the values system will be transmitted to the younger generation. And they will take care of the younger generation, and India will, particularly a multilingual, multi-faith society like India, needs such value-based education which is propagated and carried out by Brahmakumaris. I have a strong feeling of appreciation for the service of Brahmakumaris, and I am also proud to say that Annamalai University is associating itself with Brahmakumaris in this venture.
So thank you very much. It's been inspiring to spend these last moments with you, seeing your vision for the future, and I feel that the youth, particularly those that are going to Anomaly University, are in safe hands, and I personally look forward to following your journey and your success over the next couple of years. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure you'll all agree that that was a very inspiring interview with Dr. Manian. He shared with us so many takeaway messages that we can use in our day-to-day practical life. And I think one of the things that really touched my heart was how he had a vision for where he would be in the future, that he would eventually be a Vice-Chancellor, because he really wanted to make an impact in the society and in the world at large through education. And the other take-home messages that we have from Dr. Manian today is around values-based education and the importance of not just focusing on the development of our youth from a technical, knowledge, educational point of view, but also giving them the opportunity and the skills to develop emotionally and to be able to serve the community. So, a very inspiring interview, and in the future we'll have many more interviews like this, so we look forward to having you back with us very soon. Thank you. Bye for now.